G'day beautiful human beings, we're back with another bulking meal prep video. Today I've got for you my fried rice. It's 3 ingredients, really simple to make, and it's heaps of calories, so enjoy. So our first step of this cook is we're going to marinate this meat. We're going to be marinating it in 4 different things. Now when I said there was a 3 ingredient dish, I kind of clickbaited you here, okay? But these are all essentials in my household, Asian household. We've got our soy sauce, sesame oil, oyster sauce, and then pepper. Everyone's got pepper, right? And then we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 8 dashes of sesame oil, do 4 teaspoons of oyster sauce, and then a couple cracks of pepper, and then chuck it into the fridge for about half an hour. So now that we've got our meat marinating, we're going to set up our rice. So for this dish here, we're going to be doing 6 cups of rice. We're using basmati. It's the most anabolic, so 100% recommend. Don't use jasmine. Sugar content way too high in that. Make sure you wash your rice, kids. Good for 2 things. It takes away any bacteria or germs that's in the rice. And you also want to wash your rice because it makes it a little bit more fluffy and soft. Yeah, so see, you can actually see the bottom now. So it doesn't have to be completely clear. That's a bit too much effort for me. Kind of just want to get this done and over with. Now, honestly, I don't know if it's optimal or not. Let me start again. Honestly, I don't know if it's optimal or not. Oh, fuck. Honestly, I don't know if it's optimal or not, but I like bulking off eggs. They taste good, really easy to get down, and these are hella cheap. I think these were like $4 for the 12. So for our fried rice, we're gonna do 12 eggs here. We're gonna scramble them. We're looking to do this until we see the bubbles in them. Dangerously close to the top of the bowl. Could have used a bigger bowl, but we're here now and we're gonna make it work. Finish it off, couple cracks of salt and pepper. I've already put a lot of pepper into the meat and you get a lot of saltiness from the soy sauce. So you don't need too much seasoning on these eggs. Now we're gonna cook up our eggs. We start these with a dash of oil on the pan. This helps it to not stick, and we want to slap those calories onto this dish because we're bulking, baby. So when you're doing your eggs, we've got 12 eggs here, which is heaps, but we're going to do it in little batches. Now, the reason for this is then the eggs are thinner, and we want thinner eggs because then they come out crispy and they taste better. So once you can see that the cooking bit's coming through, you do a nasty flip. We're gonna end up cutting these into little pieces so it doesn't have to look pretty here. That is actually pretty perfect, not gonna lie. Now we've gotten to a point where we just chop it all up. It's really hot in front of the stove. I'm broken a sweat now. And yeah, I can't handle it with the apron on. It conducts a lot of heat on me. So taking the shirt off, you can see now the gains. Ugh. Now we're gonna cook our meat. We're gonna chuck some vegetable oil onto the pan. Hear that sizzle, that is beautiful. And you're gonna cook it till you don't see any more red. Taking out this meat now, just so that then we can reuse this pan. It's got all the flavor in it. So this one does take a little bit longer than last week's recipe, the panko chicken. I would definitely recommend this one as well. Include it into your diet. It is good to have different sources of carbs into your diet. So if you're gonna have potatoes for one meal, it's good to then have rice for your next. So it's good to try and think about how you can incorporate different things. You shouldn't be having rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, although it is a quite popular Asian diet. It's good for your body, getting different vitamins and minerals in there. And it's also a bit easier to get down as well. Your palate doesn't get so used to consuming the same thing over and over again. So for our final step, we're gonna start with heating up our pan to a medium-high heat. My pan goes between 0 and 10, and I'm putting it on 6 here. Pan's feeling pretty hot. I'm gonna chuck some vegetable oil into here, and we're gonna shovel in half into the pan here. For the soy sauce, I like to just go in a circle and keep going, pouring a little bit slowly until you get to the middle. Couple of shakes of our white pepper, and then 4 or 5 dashes of our fish sauce. You want to put enough sauce in here so that once you've mixed it all together, the rice is all colored. You don't want to see any of the white rice in there. You want the flavor to be completely mixed into our dish here. We're now going to add in half of our mince and half of our egg. Just going to mix that all together. And there you have it, guys. That is my beef and egg fried rice, weighing in at 750 calories for only $3 a meal. That's the end of this week's YouTube video. Thank you for tuning in again, and I shall see you next Saturday. Like and subscribe.